My fiancé spends every Sunday with his ex and their son, but lost it when I started doing the same with my ex. Who's actually wrong here? I'm 32 and engaged to Anthony, who's 34. We've been together for 3 years. He's got a 12-year-old son, Alex, from his previous marriage, and I have a great relationship with both of them. I even get along fine with his ex most of the time. But here's where it gets weird. Every single Sunday, Anthony, his ex, and Alex do this whole family day thing. And I mean the whole day. They start with breakfast around 9 a.m., then watch movies, play board games, go to the park. They don't wrap up until like 7 or 8 p.m. This tradition started before Anthony and his ex divorced, and they kept it going for Alex. I get co-parenting, but spending 10 hours every Sunday together, that's basically just being a family without the marriage certificate. When we first started dating, I told Anthony I found it strange. He got defensive and said Alex looks forward to it all week. What was I supposed to say to that? I'm not going to be the evil stepmom who ruins a kid's favorite day. So at first I'd just stay in our bedroom or hide in the basement all Sunday, but after a few months I realized I was basically a prisoner in my own house. I'd hear them laughing downstairs and feel completely invisible. That's when I started leaving. I'd pack a bag and head out around 8:30 a.m., come back after 9 p.m. Anthony never once asked where I was going, never even acknowledged that I was gone for 12 hours. I'd go golfing, hit up Target, sit in Barnes & Noble for hours, just killing time. Then about 6 months ago I ran into my ex Ben at a coffee shop. Ben and I dated 5 years ago and stayed friends. He'd just gone through a divorce and moved into a new apartment. We caught up and exchanged numbers. A few Sundays later, Ben invited me over. We hung out at his place, smoked, ordered Thai food, watched movies. It was comfortable and relaxing, just two old friends hanging out. After that, it became my routine. Every Sunday, I'd go to Ben's around 9 a.m. We'd cook breakfast together, go hiking, play video games, binge watch shows. It was nice having somewhere to actually belong on Sundays. I never told Anthony because he literally never asked, not once in 6 months. If he didn't care enough to ask, I didn't feel like I needed to explain. This went on fine until yesterday. Ben stopped by to drop off my phone charger I'd left at his place. Anthony answered the door and Ben handed it to him. Anthony came inside holding the charger looking confused. He asked why Ben had it. I said because I left it at his apartment. His face went pale. He demanded to know why I was at Ben's apartment. I said that's where I spend my Sundays. Anthony completely lost it. Started yelling about how disrespectful it was that I'd been secretly spending time with an ex. How could I betray his trust like that? I actually started laughing because the irony was too much. I pointed out that he spends literally every single Sunday with his ex and I've never said a word. He said that's completely different because he's been upfront about his relationship with his ex. If I had a problem with it, I should have communicated instead of sneaking around. I reminded him I did communicate it. On our third date, I told him the Sunday tradition was weird. He shut me down and said it was important for Alex. I wasn't about to take away a 12-year-old's favorite day, so I found my own solution. Anthony said it's not the same. He has a child involved. His ex is the mother of his son. Ben is just some random guy I used to date. I asked what exactly he thinks is happening at Ben's that's so inappropriate. We're watching Netflix and eating pizza. Same thing he does with his ex, except we don't have a kid as an excuse. That's when he dropped the ultimatum. He said he doesn't want me going to Ben's anymore and I need to find somewhere else to spend my Sundays. I looked him dead in the eye and said fine. Then your ex can't come over on Sundays either. The silence was deafening. He stared at me like I'd lost my mind. He said I was being completely unreasonable and comparing two totally different situations. I asked him to explain how they're different. He spends all day with his ex. I spend all day with mine. He says his is for his kid. I say mine is because he's made it clear I'm not welcome in my own home on Sundays. He called me manipulative, said I was trying to punish Alex for having divorced parents. I told him I'm not punishing anyone. I'm just applying his exact same rules to both of us. If it's inappropriate for me to spend Sundays with my ex, it's inappropriate for him too. He stormed off and slammed our bedroom door. We haven't spoken in 24 hours. His ex texted me this morning asking what's going on because Anthony told her they might need to change their Sunday tradition.